Hey, the 7th annual Gulf Coast Oyster Cook-Off and Festival is just a day away.
Yeah, down at beautiful Point Cadet. Joining us now, Felix's Restaurant and Oyster Bar chef Cody. And from Clear Vision Entertainment, we have President Glenn Mattina here to tell us all about this great event. Good to see you guys. We're going to talk oysters in a second. But first, Glenn, I know when you first started this thing, you were talking about how important historically and culturally oysters are to the coast, and that was kind of the driving force behind you starting this thing.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
And we were recycling the oysters 7 years ago. And we started the pilot program, which they're implementing now with the Nature Conservation Service and save our shells. So tomorrow at 1:30 we're doing a ribbon cutting ceremony, so now they got some funding. So yeah, we started it with knowing back then what was coming and what we needed to do to keep it healthy, the industry.
Yeah, so it's really a twofold event then.
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
That's important. And Chef Cody, tell me a little bit about what you have here today, because this is a variety of oysters. Are all of these yours from Felix's?
These are all our health specialties right now. Of course, it wouldn't be anything else without our specialty char grilled oysters.
I love those.
With our grill with our special char butter in-house and topped with our signature breadcrumb as well as our signature char bread. We also have our oysters Bienville as well as our oysters Rockefeller. And another house specialty we have, this is our oyster de jour. It is a bacon and jalapeno stuffed oyster.
Good idea.
Wow.
Cody, how
that does
serious do
sound
you
good.
take the competitive nature of this? Because we had Island View on yesterday, and this guy was guaranteeing
I'm
going to win the big award.
I'm guarantee you, I'm bringing some special things tomorrow.
Crabtree's on a run, man.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be very competitive. And in addition to the great food and competition out there, you're going to have some really good music too, right, Glenn?
You sure will. We have 4 bands. We're extending it this year. We're kind of out of our COVID deal, So we're going till 8 o'clock at night instead of shutting down right before daylight. We've got 4 bands instead of 2. We got Hate Berman starting the day off. We got the Montoya Project coming on after them. Then we got Back Alley. Then we got the Network with Robert Kaya and Tony Miguez. It's a new group, bunch of guys with other bands and kind of come together for one big band.
And
all
it's such a
80s.
beautiful place, Point Cadet down there too.
No doubt.
Cody, what do you enjoy about working with oysters? Because as you've just shown us by this example you have, there are so many different things you can do.
Exactly, it's wide open, and it's so much about the culture of the Gulf Coast too. It's a signature staple anywhere along the Gulf Coast, and like I said, there's so many things you can do with them. I mean, we're getting the freshest oysters right now, and the season has been great so far. So we're getting everything good for our guests, and everybody's been loving everything.
We didn't talk about the raw oysters, but those are popular, right? A lot of people love them, and a lot of people won't eat them any other way.
Right.
Glenn, I don't do raw oysters.
Okay.
Do you, Glenn?
I'm just confessing. I'm
We've got a
confessing
bunch
live
of
on
food trucks,
TV.
a bunch of food trucks, Dave. We can make you something special.
I'll do oysters any other way.
Okay.
Just not raw.
Fried?
Of course.
We will have fried oysters there tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, and all of these too, char grill, those are
Yes.
great. I'm not going to do the raw either,
Yes.
but like I said, some people, they won't eat them any other way.
That's
They
right.
like raw oysters.
It's the big cook-off. It's a party. It's the place to be. Point Cadet coming up this weekend. I believe it's Saturday and Sunday? Or is it?
Just Saturday this year. Hope to give you back next year for 2. But 11 a.m. gates open till 8 p.m. tomorrow night, Point Cadet Plaza.
Yeah, it should be fun. There's even a Corvette show.
Corvette show. We'll probably crack 100 Corvettes this year. Last year we had 72. Every C class was represented.
Wow.
So that tells you something right there.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, what a great way to enjoy South Mississippi down at the Oyster Cook-Off at Point Cadet. Good to see you as always, Glenn. Keep
Yes,
promoting the good stuff like you've been doing.
Thank you very much.
All righty.
Thank you all for the
thanks,
support.
Chef Cody, too.
Thank you.
Good to see both of you.
And that's the end of the show.
Wow, is it really?
We don't have any
Hey, there's the
Hollywood
information
entertainment
right
stuff?
there for the Gulf Coast Oyster Cook-Off Festival. Point Cadet, March 25th.
I guess
Be
it's
there.
time to say thanks for watching, and we'll see you in 30 minutes for the news at 5.